Welcome to the Metalman Show with your host, Will Hart. I'm producer Jack. Each week, we'll answer your questions about precious metals such as gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. We'll discuss what the metal experts are saying in the news and what it could possibly mean for you. Here's your host, Will Hart.
Hey folks, I'm your host, Will Hart, the Metal Man, for the week of March 7th, 2021. Let's jump right into it. Gold closed at $1,702.25, silver at $25.35, platinum at $1,137.57, and palladium at $2,374.88. All right, Jack, what's our question for the day?
Okay, Will, here's an email question from Mike in Scottsdale, Arizona. He asks, is there a difference between paper gold and physical gold? And if so, what?
Great question, Mike. Yes, there is. There's a big difference. Paper gold is simply a leveraged account. As an example, your broker is going to offer you paper gold. Why? Well, that's what he has access to. Paper gold, as an example, $1 million of gold bar sitting in a vault. They'll leverage that 2 to 3 to 400 times its value and sell you a piece of paper against that. Problem is, market goes belly up. Principals now have the ability to reach in and grab those bars. You do not. So sadly, you may end up with just a piece of paper worth nothing. So again, the opinion is if you're going to get gold and silver, why not get the real McCoy? That is what I suggest. Anyway, hope that answered Mike's question.
Thanks, Will. I too hope that answered Mike's question. Now, big topic here. You've been getting many questions about which precious metals to go for. What can the Metal Man tell us about this?
Okay, again, big believer in diversification, silver, gold, platinum. Not so much on palladium. Why? Palladium, I think, in my opinion, is a little overpriced. But let's dive into silver. So we've got PR News. Their topic is why silver prices could realize huge benefits from surge in solar panels and 5G demand. We know that President Biden is big on green energy, so you're probably going to see a whole lot more solar panels popping up on roofs. They say here, in times of global crisis, historically investors have moved towards gold as a safe haven. That is true. But there is another metal which is not just being viewed as a safe place to store assets, one whose value is projected to continue to grow in spite of the pandemic. That metal is silver. Its value is expected to rise as demand for solar panels and 5G increases over the next decade. Researchers from Kent Business School found that the rising demand for solar panels is having a major effect on the worldwide price of silver. Silver is the core element for manufacture of solar panels, as it is the highest electrical and thermal conductivity of all metals. As such, it is heavily used in solar panels. The financial markets are also well aware of this fortuitous marriage of silver to solar panel industry. It is in demand. And absolutely, I'm seeing it, folks, buying silver at such a tremendous rate. We're actually being strained on making sure we find the silver for the investors. So there, if you're going to get silver, you right now might be the time to do that. What else do we got, Jack?
Here's some gold for you.
All right. So Forbes, why gold is the best investment in the world today? Well, 2 paragraphs I like from this article. Gold is and always has been the world's favorite safe haven. That is, during times of uncertainty, insecurity, economic or political upset, war, devaluations, and more, gold has always come out as number one. And this impressive track record goes back more than 5,000 years. In other words, there's not one single item or investment that come anywhere close to beating gold's mega long-term track record. Throughout history, gold has always maintained its purchasing power, and again, no other investment comes close. And I'd like to hold on this for a second, Jack. So what they're saying here, and again, it is a fact, that throughout history, gold has always maintained its purchasing power. Again, you can go back 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 1,000 years ago. An ounce of gold will buy you the same amount of goods and services today as it did throughout history. So one example, 100 years ago, $20 bill was backed by 1 ounce of gold. 1 ounce of gold had a $20 stamp on it. I went to a tailor to buy a finely tailored suit. The tailor didn't care if I handed him a $20 bill or a 1 ounce gold coin. They both had the exact same value. Well, fast forward to today, and $20 is not going to buy you a suit, but that 1 ounce of gold will buy you a $1,700 suit. So again, I do believe that you should have gold in your portfolio. What's next, Jack?
Yeah, we're looking at platinum.
All right, so platinum. Fuel cell works. I like this article. Hydrogen today and tomorrow, platinum. So basically what they're saying here is platinum is a silverish white transition metal with applications in investments, jewelry, and petroleum refining. Platinum is an incredibly versatile metal. It also happens to be the best catalyst for hydrogen fuel cells, which obviously we know that's where we're heading. Its electron structure lets it easily absorb water and oxygen and hydrogen and oxygen and quickly dispels water. Platinum is wonderful in this sense, but it has a myriad of problems. For example, platinum has historically been more expensive than gold. Platinum is also far more rare than gold. More than 15 tons of gold are mined for each year for 1 ton of platinum. So to me, is that a problem? Yeah, it's a problem for getting the platinum, but is it good for an investor that can now look at platinum, which is half the price of palladium? So again, these are topics that I think are good reasons as to why you want to diversify. Don't just get all silver, don't just get all gold, don't get all platinum, be diversified. You can see the 3 benefits of all 3 of these metals. Again, my argument with palladium right now is I think it's a little expensive. So hopefully that helped and answered a lot of people's questions out there.
Yeah, I agree too. Hopefully everyone who was curious on which metal to choose is satisfied with the themes you brought up about them and the relationship to the commercial value they have. Will, let's look to next week, where we will start off with the question from Amy in Houston, Texas, who asks, what is the expense and process for rolling my IRA into a precious metals IRA account?
Okay, great. I look forward to answering Amy's question next week. I hope you all found this information useful. Please don't hesitate to send me your questions at w.hart@prioritygold.com or comments in the section below. Until next week, stay safe and stay golden. This is your Metalman signing off, Will Hart.